After the events of Ash battling Roxy in a 6-on-6 battle and managed to pull out a win with its might, with his crocodile and evolved into a mighty crocodile in the process. Ash and his friends would have left already for the Pokemon League here so that Ash can prepare and train his rest of his Pokemon for this very hard battle. But unfortunately, he's going to be in a slight detour here because he finds out there's going to be a tournament, and whoever wins the tournament could challenge the champion of the Unova region out here. Because of this, Ash doesn't want to give up the chance to battle all over again, and because of that, Ash and his friends will head to the east coast of the Unova region. And speaking of champion, they managed to cross upon Cynthia trying to order some ice cream here. In this process, it goes pretty similar in the anime. Yeah, and pretty much everything stays the same, but the one key difference I want to change here. Malaware did crash and get very injured by Team Rocket, so Cynthia, Ash, Iris, and Sarge will try their best to heal the mythical Pokemon in the process. As Dua managed to pop himself out of the Pokemon and volunteers to stay on watch for the mythical Pokemon, and definitely isn't having a crush on the Pokemon at all. And this went pretty similar into an anime where Ash and his friend head to the house where Cynthia is going to stay at the weekend. But surprisingly, Dawn came as a little surprise, knowing that Ash should introduce Dawn to everyone behind his enemies and Silas, and once they catch up on what type of person Dawn is, Silas requested that he needs to see Dawn does her contest performance and suggests that Ash and Dawn have a 2-on-2 practice battle, not just for these two just to gauge the level how far they can, and Ash and Dawn agree to this stuff. As Ash and Dawn simply sent out her Piplup and Mamoswine to battle, while Ash will send out Pikachu and Krookodile for the battle. As Pikachu quickly runs off through the outer battle with a powerful quick attack, nailing Piplup in the process. But unfortunately, Piplup is been battling over the contest over its journey, allowing it to reply with a powerful bubble beam, which does hit Pikachu but not as effective. This does allow Pikachu to launch off a powerful Thunderbolt, but unfortunately Dawn quickly replied for Mamoswine to block the Thunderbolt, as it's known for being a ground typing, nullifying all the damage, and Mamoswine simply launches a powerful ice shot, launching Pikachu high speeds here. But luckily, Pikachu is not the only one battling the two, as Krookodile jumps in and uses Stone Edge, using it as a mid-mage shield, blocking most of the damage, and Krookodile is charging forward with a powerful crunch attack towards Mamoswine. But luckily, Mamoswine charges towards Krookodile with a powerful Ice Fang. Two powerful moves collide one another, but unfortunately Mamoswine has the upper hand thanks to its type advantage over Krookodile. But Krookodile has been able to hang on because it had tougher battles than a little pool of ice in its way. Also, Mamoswine launches a powerful ancient power towards Krookodile, but luckily Pikachu has its back unable to block the damage thanks to the move Iron Tail, blocking most of it, and Krookodile managed to launch another powerful Stone Edge to Mamoswine, and this time it does do some damage, but luckily it has Piplup by himself, and using a powerful whirlpool, allowing it to absorb most of the damage and manage to hit Krookodile of the whirlpool, leading Krookodile to be trapped here. Luckily, Ash has a quick move to get away from it using the move Dig, and also commands Pikachu to follow Krookodile, as Krookodile managed to avoid the whirlpool and going underground while Pikachu grabs its tail and follows it. Dawn simply grants this a good opportunity. Piplup used Hydro Pump in the hole, and Piplup managed to do a powerful Hydro Blast towards the hole, but this leads Ash to Gren, leading Dawn to realize he entered Ash's traps. Pikachu unleashed a powerful Thunderbolt with full power, and thanks to Krookodile being immune to it, and also members won't be affected death from this world, but it does leave a vulnerable Piplup in the way because it's unable to avoid the devastating thunderbolt that is launches out throughout the battlefield, leaving people to take the most damage throughout the battle. But it still doesn't give up as Mammoth Swan picks up Piplup by its back and jumps up Piplup as Dog commands Piplup to in the air to do a powerful drill back. And once Ash and Krookodile and Pikachu finally comes out, realizing Piplup is in the air and Mammoth Swan launches a powerful ice shot, but this time is much more bigger than the usual one and simply launches into the air and gives Piplup to use its drill pack to break through the ice, making a makeshift dragon meteor. But this time it's an ice move, allowing a lot of damage towards Krookodile and Pikachu, but luckily Krookodile and Pikachu managed to launch respectively the powerful Stone Edge and a Thunderbolt, and this move seems to not only destroy most of the Ice Shard moves, but also make a beautiful explosion as this move managed to glitter in the battlefield, leaving everyone pretty surprised by it and watching the beautiful move throughout the battle, leaving Meadoware to appear in the middle of the battle.
Dancing in the battle, and not only that, it is also dancing with Piplup in the midst. And not only that, Ash's Pokemon is pop out, revealing Duo to be very angry, especially from this water Pokemon, thinking he could steal his crush. He launches a powerful water pulse towards Piplup, and this causes a big fight of the duo and forces their respective trainers to remove them, trying to stop them from tearing each other apart. And this closes day one in their somewhat vacation here. After Ash forces Duo to apologize to Piplup, the next day sees Ash and Krookodile battling Don's Mammoth Swan, and the two really likes battling each other, wanting to test out this strength. But it's been a very heartful battle, and they stop for Silas to stop for the battle for a desperate need for a break time, and Ash and his friends go to the bridge like in the region and wants to find out this weird Onyx who is completely green. After everything goes pretty similar here, except for the key difference is Duo wouldn't master Hydro Pump. He would have learned a new move, Waterfall, allowing to defend him and also defend his crush for the moment. And this closes day 2 on their small vacation here. The next day sees Ash and his friend having a nice little breakfast, but gets interrupted by Officer Jenny looking for the champion Cynthia. But unfortunately Cynthia is not here right now, and Ash and his friends volunteer to stop this Dragonite, and Iris doesn't seem to like this, determined to figure out what's really going on. After they went through the building and finding Dragonite, and Dragonite is simply on a rampage trying to defend itself, and Ash and his friends are clearly in a difficult situation as they are forced to send out their strong Pokemon to hold down this powerful dragon type. But luckily Meadoware has been following them this whole time and managed to calm down Dragonite for the meantime. And this causes to play out pretty similarly at the end, where Officer Jenny sends out powerful trainers to capture and subdue this Dragonite. In pure panic, Iris caught Dragonite in pure panic, wanting to protect it from the trainers. And this closes day 3 on their vacation as Iris captures a very powerful pseudo-legendary Pokemon.
Ash and his friends have finally made it to their destination, where the date has finally came for the Unova's Eastern Tournament, where the winner has an opportunity to battle with Older here. But unfortunately for Ash and his friends are surprised to notice a few similar faces in the crowds here, like Burger and the Dragon Buster Georgie, and of course Ash's rivalry with Trips deep in the crowd. And this is going to be a very interesting tournament. They didn't just enter, but they also witnessed the champion Cynthia battling one of the Unova's Elite Four members, and it was a spectacular battle to witness. And Ash really hopes one day he wish he could battle like that, like one of his Pokemon thing. And Ash can showcase a few of his Pokemon that he's been stepping up the gameplay after winning all 8 badges here.
Ash is doing much more better because the Pokemon that he has on in this What If is much more strong compared to the actual anime here, which allows Ash to easily climb up the ladders in the tournament, and everything goes pretty similar, just like how Iris, a dragon, will refuse to listen, and it played out pretty similarly. But the most interesting part is when Iris and Ash battle. Once everything is set up for the two, they set out their Pokemon. They sent out the same Pokemon in the anime, but the difference is that Ash has a Krookodile, a much more powerful one in fact compared to the anime. And because of this played out a bit differently, because different enough to the point where Dragon Knight didn't dominate Krookodile at the beginning of the match. It goes pretty equally, but unfortunately Ash and Krookodile has a slight advantage, because the simple fact that is Ash has been with Krookodile since the very early of his journey. Because of this, they know each other pretty well, and their instinct is unstoppable compared to Iris and Dragonite, who only started to battle a week. Not only that, Dragonite has some hesitance on listening to Iris, and this fact played out pretty big here, because this allows Ash and Krookodile to catch their weaknesses and allow them to do some major damage. But once Dragonite had enough, it started to rampage here. And because Krookodile already evolved here, this lets for Krookodile and Ash to dominate the rest of the match, and it goes even worse for Iris in the regional here, because Krookodile is so much stronger, and this made Dragonite to be more frustrated. And because of this allows Krookodile to learn the more powerful Dragon type move, Dragon Claw, and knocks out Dragonite here, leading Ash for a dominant win here. But there's one thing different here for Ash. Ash has been noticing Trip has been dominating the other trainers with just Superior alone. And not only that, Superior has been facing Fire type Pokemon, which clearly had a disadvantage, but it's pretty clear that Superior hasn't took any serious damage throughout the battle, and nearly one-shot nearly all of the battles here, which Ash quickly thinks the different Pokemon that he intended to use differently. He wanted to use Pignite, but quickly realizes Trip has been seriously upgaining his ability in battle, which means Ash is forced to use one of his higher level Pokemon, and he intends to win this time, unlike the previous tournament, because he's desperately want Pikachu to have a redemption after unable to defeat Iris' Excadrill. And battle sets up pretty differently between Ash and Trip here, a rematch you could say. The next day has arrived as Ash and Trip stay each other waiting for the match to begin, and Ash immediately sends out for Pikachu here, and Trip quickly grins and sends out Superior, and Trip was really hoping to get some revenge over Pikachu's Ash's Pokemon here. And the battle begins as Ash quickly commands for a quick attack here, and this does do some damage, but unfortunately Superior didn't took much damage and actually took the opportunity to wrap around Pikachu immediately, and Ash is quite worried immediately, but luckily Pikachu is fast enough to get out of the Superior's grip, and Ash has to breathe aside. That was too close for counter. Ash needs to be a bit more careful. It's obvious that Superior has been training quite a lot to do that, especially to Pikachu, and it's pretty hard for Pikachu to get surprised. Even when Krookodile evolved, it still couldn't get Pikachu's an upper hand here, and it's clearly the difference between Superior and Pikachu here. And Trip simply replies, "What's wrong, Ash? Uncomfortable the fact that I'm able to be equal and not just equal, surpass you," as he commands Superior to do a powerful powerful Dragon Pulse as Superior closes its mouth and unleashes a powerful Draco Aura and launches towards Pikachu, and Ash attempted to call out Pikachu to dodge it, but unfortunately the mouse Pokemon has been directly hit from the Dragon Pulse move. But luckily Pikachu gets up quickly and launches a powerful Thunderbolt, striking Superior, even though it didn't took much time thanks to its resistance towards it. But it seems like the Superior really handled that pretty well, acting like a ground type, and Ash is worried that Superior has took that damage too well for comfort. So Ash is panicking a bit and launches a powerful Iron Tail as Pikachu runs over around Superior, looping around, hoping to get Superior's blind spot. But unfortunately, Pikachu is unable to find a blind spot and lets Superior to wrap around Pikachu again, using the powerful move Wrap to slow down Pikachu's health by literally choking out from it. And Pikachu attempted to use a powerful Thunderbolt again, but Superior seems like it did took damage but not much enough to let go of Pikachu. Ash quickly questions this, what's the meaning of this? Superior should have taken damage, especially if it's that close to Pikachu, and notice Superior's that is literally sticking into the ground, and realizing Superior is using the ground as a lightning rod to flow all the lightning back to the ground, nullifying any sort of damage. And Trip speaks up, so you finally catch on, but unfortunately Ash, it's too late for you, as Superior is squeezing Pikachu much more tighter, and Ash quickly needs to figure out the solution and quickly note he has a plan here. He calls for an Iron Tail and an Electro Ball combo, and this move does seems to let go of Superior's grip here, allowing Pikachu to get a lot of distance, but unfortunately it's not good enough for Pikachu because Superior immediately goes in for a powerful Leaf Storm, and Pikachu is on guard from this move and allowing doing a lot of damage towards the Lettermouse Pokemon, and it's shown that Pikachu is nearly at its end here. But unfortunately Pikachu stands back up after the years of battles. Even Legendary isn't enough to take down Pikachu here, and Trip simply replies, I must have underestimated Pikachu's endurance, but I won't make that mistake again, as he commands Superior to do a powerful Frenzy Blast, and Ash widens and commands Pikachu to use Quick Attack to move the attack away, and thankfully Pikachu is able to dodge that attack, but only gracefully enough for it to dodge some of the damage from it, and allowing Pikachu to ricochet off the ground with a powerful Iron Tail, and this time it does some damage to Superior, which is the first serious damage that Superior has been taking all throughout the tournament. And Trip is worried for a sec, but not really, because he quickly commands for another Wrap attack, but luckily Pikachu won't fall it again, and allowing to slip away and launching another powerful second Iron Tail towards Superior, and Superior is stacking back a bit but ready for a next launch as Ash commands for a powerful Electro Ball, as the Electro Ball simply launches itself towards Superior, but unfortunately it's not as powerful as Ash wanted to, because it's not enough to do some major damage, because Ash knows what this means, meaning that Superior is faster than Pikachu all along throughout that battle, and Trip simply grins, I was hoping to keep that secret until we enter the league, but unfortunately I have to unleash my surpriser, as Trip commands a powerful combination attack with Leaf Storm and a powerful Frenzy Blast, and with this combined move, and Pikachu is really unable to dodge this because apparently Superior has been hiding its speed all along, and because of that surprise factor it allows Pikachu to be knocked out in the battle, meaning Trip has won the tournament, and Ash is losing ahead in victories here, leaving Trip for the first time to be ahead of Ash here. And the rest of the tournament pretty out similarly, it was pretty similar like Trip faces out here, but the key difference is that Superior has been doing much more well thanks to Trip's ability to drive to defeat Ash, and that's enough for Trip to surpass his previous limits in the anime. and Otter gives Trip a little more praise in the anime, but it doesn't lead Trip to win over the year, leading a pretty similar loss here. This isn't all bad for Ash, and because of the fact that Trip finally beats Ash here, and this drives Ash to be more motivated to beat Trip. So the next episode we'll see Ash dedicate himself to do more training than ever, and this allows Ash to break few of their Pokemon's limits here, and able to learn a few good moves in the process, and not only that, they gotten much more stronger in the process. But
even though our heroes are relaxing and Ash is picking up his training, this leads for them to finally say goodbye, because that's how vacation time running out and needs to continue on a contest journey. But before they part ways, Ash simply asks for a quick battle, and Dawn agrees to this as a farewell battle. As Dawn uses her newly evolved Pokemon Quilava, and Ash uses Duat. And this is, I'm not gonna get into it. It was a pretty equal footing, but it seems like Duat is slightly at advantage, not only for its typing but clearly its experience in battle here. And this is where Ash and Dawn says goodbye, and Dawn has to say bye to everyone here, using a very sad moment, but not the last time.
At the rest of the episode, when Ash and his friends need to stop Team Rocket from unleashing the powerful 3 genies, but there's one key difference I want to change slightly here. Ash doesn't have Unpheasant here in the final battle, but he will use Krookodile because it's clearly his second strongest Pokemon on him. And that's where we're going to end the episode here. So guys, what do you think that Chip finally beats Ash and finally got them much more stronger Ash equally? And do you like it, dislike it? What would happen if these two face in the leagues here? One way to find out is leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite part. Until next time, keep it humble. Peace.